Are you looking to boost your brain power and achieve a higher level of mental clarity? In this video, we'll uncover 7 powerful techniques inspired by Stoic philosophy to help you increase your intelligence and navigate life with wisdom and resilience. Technique 1. Engage in lifelong learning. The Stoics thought that the only way to become truly wise and grow as a person was to commit to learning new things and getting better all the time. Great Stoic thinker Seneca once said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Adopting this Stoic concept and committing to learning something new every day is the first thing you can do to improve your intelligence. To use this method in your daily life, you should first figure out what interests and puzzles you. What have you been interested in learning more about for a long time? What skills or abilities do you want to get better at? You should make a plan to consistently and methodically follow your areas of interest once you know what they are. One way to keep learning throughout your life is to use the many online courses and tools that are out there. There are a lot of different classes and tutorials on websites like Coursera, Udemy, and Khan Academy. These cover a lot of different topics, from computer programming and data science to literature and philosophy. Anyone with an internet connection can take many of these classes because they are either free or not too expensive. Self-directed learning and study is another way to keep learning throughout your life. The Stoics thought that the only way to be truly wise was to learn from our own experiences. To learn how to learn on your own, start by giving yourself time every day to read, think, and observe. This could mean reading an interesting book or article, making notes, and writing down a summary of what you've learned, or it could mean doing something reflective like meditating or writing in a journal. You should try to learn and explore with an open mind, a sense of wonder, and a sense of humility. The Stoics thought that the best way to become wise and grow as a person was to open yourself up to different ideas and points of view and to really understand and value the world around you. Don't be afraid to question what you think and believe, or to look for new and different sources of information and ideas. Remember that learning throughout your life is a process, not a goal. The Stoics thought that learning and exploring were more important than just getting more information or skills. They thought that true wisdom and personal growth came from these activities. You shouldn't give up if you run into problems or setbacks along the way, and you shouldn't be afraid to celebrate your growth and successes, even if they seem small or unimportant. Continuously learning new things throughout your life is a powerful and effective way to boost your intelligence and improve your general health. If you promise to learn something new every day, work on your interests in a planned and consistent way, and approach your learning and exploration with openness, curiosity, and humility, you can unlock your mind's full potential and live a rich, meaningful, and fulfilling life. So, follow the advice of Stoicism and start a journey of learning new things and getting better all the time that will last a lifetime. Technique 2. Read regularly. The Stoics believed that reading was important for more than just learning facts. It was also a way to grow in understanding and virtue. They thought that reading the works of great philosophers, writers, and thinkers could help us understand the world and our place in it better and make our lives more moral and satisfying. When it came to the Stoics, reading was thought to be good for the soul. Every night, we should call ourselves to an account. What infirmity have I mastered today? Seneca wrote this. What feelings were at odds? What temptation did you resist? What virtue did you get? We can learn a lot about our own lives and problems by reading the writings of great people. We can also find comfort, direction, and inspiration in their words. To get the most out of this method, reading should not be seen as an inactive activity, but as something that you actively take part in. The Stoics thought that the only way to really understand and be wise was to question, think on, and interact with what you are learning. Taking notes and making marks as you read is one way to do this. This might help you remember and understand the information better and be more interested in it. You can also try to recap and rewrite what you've read, or you can talk about it with other people. When you read, it's also important to think about where the information came from and how good it is. We get news, views, and information from a huge number of sources all the time in this digital age. It's more important than ever that we follow the Stoics' advice and think critically and wisely. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." We can get a better understanding of the world by being picky about the information we take in and taking the time to really listen and understand it. This way, we can avoid the problems that come with false information, bias, and groupthink. Reading regularly is an effective and time-tested way to make ourselves smarter and healthier generally. We can learn a lot about our own lives and problems by reading the writings of great people. We can also find comfort, direction, and inspiration in their words. By reading as an active and involved activity, and being aware of the sources and quality of the information we take in, we can also gain a deeper and more nuanced knowledge of the world and live better, more fulfilling lives. Technique 3. Stay curious. Curiosity, the natural urge to find out new things and have new experiences, is a strong force that helps us grow and get better. The Stoics knew that being curious and being open to the unknown were important ways to grow our minds and learn more about the world. Having the mind of a beginner is one way to keep your interests alive. This idea comes from Zen Buddhism and tells us to look at the world with wonder, openness, and respect, as if we were seeing everything for the first time. We can more easily learn new things and see things differently in the world around us if we let go of our beliefs and ideas. Exploration and finding are 2 more things that can make people curious. This could mean going to new places, trying out new sports or activities, or even reading, writing, or talking to other people to get new ideas and points of view. The key is to go out of your way to find new situations and go into them with a lot of energy and excitement. Try to feel thankful and appreciative of the world and all the wonderful things that happen in it. The Stoics thought that the universe was a beautiful and amazing work of art, and that we should try to enjoy it and be amazed by its beauty. Take the time to enjoy the little things in life and think about how big and complicated the universe is. In addition to making you more curious, this is good for your health and happiness in general. You should find a mix between being curious and being smart. It's important to be open to new events and ideas, but it's also important to think about them carefully and decide if they're worth your time. The Stoics were sure that asking questions and thinking critically could help people find the truth and understand the world better. So while you're learning and exploring, make sure to use your brain and keep a good amount of skepticism. Not being afraid to ask questions is a great way to improve your health and knowledge. You can reach your full mental potential and live a rich, important, and satisfying life by having a beginner's mind, exploring and discovering new things, being appreciative and thankful, and finding a balance between curiosity and discernment. Technique 4. Get enough sleep. The Stoics believed that sleep was very important because they knew that the mind and body were related. People who believed in this idea thought that the mind and the body are not 2 different things, but are deeply connected and affect each other. As an example, Seneca wrote a lot about how important it is to live a healthy, balanced life and take care of both our physical and mental health. I disagree with him. He said that ignoring our physical health can hurt our mental and emotional health, and that ignoring our mental and emotional health can hurt our physical health. Because of this, the Stoics knew that getting enough sleep was important for keeping the mind and body in balance and for being able to do our best. They knew that sleep was very important for many mental and physical functions, like remembering things, thinking clearly, controlling emotions, and keeping the immune system healthy. The Stoics were very aware that how well we sleep is just as important as how much we sleep. They thought it wasn't enough to just stay in bed for a certain number of hours every night. We should also try to make sure we were getting deep, peaceful sleep that would help us heal. In order to do this, the Stoics encouraged people to relax and wind down before going to sleep. They thought that doing things that are exciting or thinking about our problems and worries too much could make it hard to fall asleep and ruin the quality of our sleep. They told us to take some time to relax and get ready for bed. Some things that can help with this are deep breathing, gradual muscle relaxation, or doing relaxing things like reading, listening to music, or taking a warm bath. The Stoics knew that our daily habits and the way we live our lives have a big impact on how and when we sleep. They thought that how we live our days can have a big effect on how we sleep at night and how we sleep at night can have a big effect on how we live our days. The Stoics believed that people should live a balanced and healthy life, and that people should create a regular sleep routine. They thought that if we took care of our physical and mental health and set an alarm to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, we could sleep better and make ourselves healthier overall. According to the Stoics, getting enough sleep is a powerful and effective way to make ourselves smarter and healthier generally. By making sleep a priority, practicing mindful relaxation, and winding down before bed, and living a balanced and healthy life, we can make sure that we get the deep, restful, and healing sleep that we need to be at our best and to live full, meaningful lives. Technique 5. Exercise regularly. While the Stoics thought that exercise was good for our bodies, they also thought that it had a big effect on our minds and emotions. It has been shown that regular exercise can lower worry, anxiety, and depression, as well as boost mood, brain power, and quality of life in general. There is no better way to improve our brain and build a strong mind than to practice meditation. One of the most important ideas in Stoicism is the idea of mastering and disciplining yourself. The Stoics thought that the only way to become truly wise and grow as a person was to develop a strong sense of self-control and discipline, and to take control of our thoughts, feelings, and wants. Working out regularly is a great way to practice and improve these traits. You could say that working out is like putting your mind and body to the test. We are pushing ourselves to the limits, questioning what we think we can do, and learning how to deal with and get through pain, discomfort, and problems. Testing and challenging ourselves is a key part of building self-discipline, mental toughness, and resiliency. Getting daily exercise can also help us become more present and aware. The Stoics thought that being fully engaged and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in the present moment was the key to being wise and happy. When we work out, we have to pay attention and be in the current moment. We need to be aware of any pain or discomfort we are feeling and pay attention to our breathing, form, and moves. Being aware and actively participating in this process is very important for building a strong and adaptable mind. As we practice, we learn to be calm and clear inside, and how to handle the problems and challenges that life brings us with grace, knowledge, and courage. Not only that, but daily exercise can also help us feel thankful for our bodies and health. The Stoics thought that the only way to be truly wise and happy was to recognize and appreciate the good things that happen to us and to grow a deep sense of thanks and contentment. It's like when we work out, we're celebrating and recognizing the amazing power and potential of our bodies. We are cognizant of and grateful for the fact that we have been given this wonderful vehicle for exploring the world and expressing our feelings, thoughts, and wishes. The process of being thankful and appreciative is important for building a strong and resilient mind and finding deep meaning, purpose, and satisfaction in our lives. A powerful and effective way to improve our brain and build a strong and resilient mind is to follow the Stoic practice of regular exercise. Aside from making our bodies healthier and happier, it also has a big effect on our minds and emotions. Regular exercise can help us become more self-disciplined, mentally tough, and resilient. It can also help us become more aware and present, and it can help us feel deeply grateful for our bodies and our health. To start a journey of self-improvement and personal growth that will last a lifetime, make it a habit to work out at a modest level for at least 30 minutes every day. Technique 6. Socialize and collaborate. The Stoics knew that connecting with other people and socializing was good for our mental and emotional health. They also told us how important it was to pick the right company and surround ourselves with positive people who inspire us. He said, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." To get the most out of this method, you should actively seek out and build relationships with people who share your beliefs, interests, and goals. These are the people who will push you, cheer you on, and help you change and grow as a person. Also, try to be an inspiration and source of happiness for other people, and do what you can to help your community grow and be healthy. Along with other people, the Stoics thought that working together could help people do great things and solve hard problems. "What hurts the hive hurts the bee," said Marcus Aurelius. This sentence stresses how everything is linked and how important it is to work together for the greater good. If you want to use this part of the method in your daily life, make it a habit to look for chances to work with others. You could do this by working on group projects or tasks, joining a club or team that shares your interests, or even giving your time to a cause you really care about. Additionally, trying to work with others with a sense of humility, openness, and respect for their thoughts and ideas. The Stoics also knew how important it was to communicate clearly and listen carefully in order to build strong, worthwhile relationships. Seneca stated, "We have 2 ears and 1 tongue, so that we would listen more and talk less." This sentence stresses how important it is to be a good listener and really hear and understand other people's points of view and experiences. Make an effort to improve your speaking and listening skills to get the most out of this part of the method. You could do this by practicing active listening skills like paraphrasing and reflecting, or you could take assertiveness classes to get better at saying what you think and feel in a polite and clear way. When you talk to other people, try to do so with understanding, compassion, and curiosity, and really trying to connect with and understand the people in your life. Getting to know other people and working together is a powerful and multifaceted Stoic method that can help us become smarter and healthier overall. We can use our minds to their fullest and live rich, meaningful lives by building relationships that are important and supportive, working together to achieve great things, and getting better at talking and listening. Technique 7. Challenge yourself. You're not only challenging yourself when you look for new experiences or take on hard jobs, you're also challenging yourself when you think critically, question your assumptions, and learn more about the world around you. The Stoics were sure that using logic and reason to think deeply about things could help us understand our thoughts better, become wiser, and grow as people. Doing intellectual research and thinking about it is one way to push yourself in this way. The Stoics thought that getting wiser and bettering yourself is a lifelong process, and that we should work on becoming very self-aware and delving into our own thoughts. This could mean learning about Stoicism and other philosophical traditions, meditating and practicing mindfulness, or even writing in a notebook or keeping a personal reflection log. Adopting the Stoic idea of amor fati, or love of fate, is another way to push yourself. This means we have to accept and welcome the problems, challenges, and hurdles that life brings us and see them as chances to grow and get better. The Stoics thought that the only way to become truly wise and grow as a person was to develop a strong will and be able to handle the challenges and problems that life brings us. You don't have to push yourself to your limits to challenge yourself. You also need to know when to step back and treat yourself with kindness and care. The Stoics knew that balance and moderation were important in all parts of life, and that we should work on becoming more self-aware and compassionate toward ourselves. This could mean taking care of yourself and relaxing with yoga, tai chi, or even just a walk in the woods. Setting new goals for yourself is one of the best ways to get smarter and feel better all around. To reach your full mental potential and live a rich, important, and satisfying life, you should try new things, push yourself to think critically, accept the challenges and problems that life brings you, and be kind to yourself and take care of yourself. Don't be afraid to follow the lessons of Stoicism. It will lead you to lifelong personal growth and improvement.